Hi, I'm Bob Holcomb from Apex Automotive in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Today we're going to talk about your ignition system, or more specifically, how to check the spark on your ignition system. The ignition system is comprised of a few components. The first is your ignition coil. On this particular car, it's incorporated right in the distributor. The second is your distributor, your ignition wires, and then your spark plugs. In order to check to see if this car has spark, we're going to introduce this test tool into the spark plug wire. The ignition will come through the wire, through the test tool, and then through the ground. In between, you'll see the spark. If this car has energy or spark, it will jump an arc across that white electrode to the outer ground portion. As you can see, this car has nice clean spark. You're not going to want to touch this device, as there's a lot of volts there, about 10,000. It has low amps, but there's a lot of volts. It's not enough to kill you, but it'll give you quite a jolt. Let's shut this car off now. So we got a nice clean spark out of our tool. But let's say, for example, we just don't have a tool with us, and we're stuck on the side of the road, and we want to see if our car has spark. If you happen to have a Phillips screwdriver, it'll serve the same purpose. With the absence of a tool, I'll use a Phillips screwdriver, and I'll gently stick it into the spark plug wire where the spark plug normally would go. I'll have to be a little creative on how I set this screwdriver, as I don't want it to touch metal, but I do want it to be close enough where I can see an arc jumping across the screwdriver. But you can see you've got a nice clean spark. So whether this car wouldn't start or whatever your problem may be, ignition is not the culprit. So this is how we spark an ignition on this 4-cylinder Honda. If this car was unable to start and I needed to know if it had ignition, I would have someone turn the engine over while I was checking for spark. And that's how we'll check this 4-cylinder engine for spark. I'm Bob Holcomb from Apex Automotive in Great Barrington, Massachusetts.